Well, I'm Philly Collins.
And I'm Marino Tenaglia.
And we are the Philly and Marino Experience, and you're listening to Wrestling Cheers.
Taking your way in the world today takes everything you got. Taking a break from all your worries sure would help a lot. Wouldn't you like to get away? Sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name, and they're always glad you came. You want to go where you can see that troubles are all the same. You want to go where everybody knows your name. You want to go where you can see that troubles are all the same. You want to go where everybody knows your name.
And welcome back to Wrestling Cheers, where everybody knows your name, especially 20 years later. This is Wrestling Cheers. We like to talk about things going on in the Northeast Ohio independent wrestling scene. We preview shows, we review shows, and sometimes we even have interviews along the way. This is a preview episode for this Friday's show from AIW Gauntlet for the Gold 14 from the St. John the Baptist Byzantine Hall in Parma, Ohio. Byzantine, whatever. Byzantine.
You tried.
Turpentine, anyway. I am your host, Justin Summers, and Wrestling Cheers is brought to you by the Trending Topics Network, Midwest Territory, and Key on Sports. Please rate, review, and subscribe wherever listening to this fine podcast, whether it be Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, TuneIn, YouTube, Spotify, iHeartRadio, or Podbean, WrestlingCheers.podbean.com. You can find us on all your social media, such as Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, Facebook.com/WrestlingCheers, Twitter.com/WrestlingCheers, and Instagram.com/WrestlingCheers. Email, if you so choose to desire, WrestlingCheers@gmail.com, and we have the merch store over at whatmaneuver.net. It is Gauntlet for the Gold time. So, well, everybody's already talked. So first up, we have Kayden.
Hello.
How's it going?
We're doing. It's Gauntlet season again.
A little later than normal, but still.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Don't like it.
This whole year is just weird. Everything's off.
Don't like it.
Don't like it.
And making her return to the show, proving that she can be on more than one podcast episode, we have Pam.
Hey.
Finally,
I'm back.
Yeah, finally happy to have you back on. Didn't want to be like, hey, we're going to have a woman on here, and then nothing.
Never again.
Yeah. But
no, my work schedule ended up getting changed, and I'm on mornings now, so I'm actually able to do the podcast more now than I was before, so hopefully I'll be able to be on some more episodes soon.
And also, you were supposed to be on the year-end review episode, but you gave up your spot to Stacy.
That's right, yeah, because the iPhone 8 or whatever that he has, oh my god, my cat is in, oh my lord. Anyway, the iPhone 8 that he had, there was something wrong with it, so he had to use mine.
Yeah, that was, it was a very crazy night, and then you're just like, fuck it, just use mine.
Yeah, that was something else for sure.
So, finally back on, so what a great show. Gauntlet for the Gold 14, definitely one of my favorite shows of the year, mainly because of the Gauntlet for the Gold itself. Creates a lot of fun moments. I'm guessing we're going to still have a Gauntlet for the Cache, which is always a fun experience. People buying numbers and then having their hearts and souls crushed when some oddball person comes out and you just go, yeah, I'm definitely losing this one.
Yep. Every year.
In the year that I won, I think there was only one Gauntlet for the Cache. Now there, last year, a couple years, have been 2 or 3, if I'm correct.
Not that I only know of 1 year that I saw there was 2.
When was that? Was it last year or before?
No, that was when a certain fan bought many numbers. 14 numbers, expecting to win money.
What fan was this?
Ricky Duncan.
Okay.
Had it all figured out. Was going to buy half the field. Win that money.
Still lost.
Yep.
And meanwhile, the year that I won, I was the first one to buy one. And I picked the winning number.
And what number did you have?
1.
Yep.
If I'm correct, that gauntlet is on independentwrestling.tv.
IW.TV.
Is that the new abbreviation we're doing, IW.TV? Because I just say
it's a lot easier to say.
Yeah. I was just trained to say the other one for a while.
That's dead now.
All right.
We don't acknowledge that timeline.
All right, so we're going to do our normal format when it comes to these previews, is we've picked 3 matches to talk about, and then we will then go over the whole card, which really not a whole lot of matches, but it seems like one of them is the Gauntlet. It's probably why there's not as many, so we're going to let's start with the match that kicked off Gauntlet for the Gold match announcements, and just the first flyer, the 20-year anniversary. Josh Prohibition versus M-Dog Matt Cross. If you've been around AIW long enough, you've seen these two go at it at some point, one way or another. I don't know when the last time they went against each other in some form. Kayden, that's why I have you here. Can you recall when that was?
I want to say Absolution 10 would be the last time I can remember.
That's what I was thinking, because that was... I mean, technically that started off with M-Dog and J-Pro, and then it, like, evolved into...
Yeah, we're getting real technical here.
Yeah.
Kind of what turned into that main event match, which is crazy.
Because I think
what year was Abso 10?
2015.
Okay, that was before my time. That's what I thought.
If you get a chance, go check it out. The main event alone is worth it. Like, what was it? Was it a 10-man or 12-man?
10-man tag.
10-man tag, yes.
A 10-man tag in quotes. It's a street fight.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I'll have to check it out.
Real fun.
I think it was touted as the most expensive match in AIW history.
Oh, and when you look at who was in that match, you could understand why.
Yeah. If you really look at it, see everybody, all but one person in that match has risen to top level status. And that one person doesn't even wrestle.
Yeah,
I know. I'm leaving it at that. But when you have guys like Gargano, Joe, EC3, Ray Rowe, DJZ, Young Bucks,
just that match.
So good.
Looking at it now, it's even crazier.
And when people, I've said many times before, when people ask me like, "Oh, what's your favorite AIW match?" That's like one of the best ones. I mean, I have other ones that I like for comedy reasons, but when it comes to like, you'll never see it ever again, that's top of the list.
Right.
And Joe was under WWE contract at the time that happened.
Yeah, I think that was. I don't think that we were the last stop, but we were close to it. It was the day before JLIT. He debuted on NXT, or 2 days before, and
Something like that.
they already had him booked for APSO, and in between his JLIT appearance and APSO, he signed.
Gotcha.
So Josh Prohibition and M-Dog Matt Cross.
Oh, yeah.
Like I said, their 20-year anniversary, they probably had this match I don't know how many times, but this is going to be so good. And J-Pro he's on his, I don't know how many comeback tour, but I feel like he's trying to get out there more. Didn't he just isn't he going to be at Alpha 1 too?
Correct.
Like, the resurgence of J-Pro, I freaking love it.
20 years in.
Yeah, well, it's a resurgence, so he had a little bit of the peak at the beginning with, Backyard Wrestling and XPW and all that shit. What are your thoughts on this match, Kayden?
The fact that these two have been going at the level they have for, as of, I believe, Wednesday, for 20 years is wild. I'm very excited to see what they pull out in this match. Probably some stuff you haven't seen out of them for a minute. Yeah, I'm excited. It's gonna be nuts.
What do you think about it, Pam?
Oh, man. This is going to be a good one. Since I personally haven't gotten to see them wrestle each other, at least. It's going to be a great match to get to actually see in person, finally. I know what each one of them can bring to the table, and to see two friends go at it, it's going to be personal as hell, and they're going to leave it all out there, and I can't fucking wait.
Will there be appearance by Grandma Cross?
Oh, they're fucking better.
100%.
Does she root strictly for M-Dog, or does she show a little bit of compassion for J-Pro? Because we got to figure there's history there. If Grandma Cross has been around, M-Dog's whole life, so a lot of at least the 20 years of this career, I kind of want, because Grandma Cross is the wild card when it comes. She's a wild card in general. Ringside, if you get lucky enough to sit by her, take a brief moment and watch her reactions to M-Dog. I fucking love it. I think I know I've said it before, there's a video deep on the Wrestling Cheers archives on the Twitter. I'll probably pull it up. I'll try to post it on Instagram or something, but oh my god. She is so into it, and that's all, to me, that's awesome. I forget exactly how old M-Dude is, but fuck. And I guess she's all, his whole life, she's always been that supportive. And that's fucking awesome.
That's awesome. Yeah, she seems like she'd be a cool gal to be around at the shows. I kind of hope that I do get to sit near her just cause. And, kind of hope that in a way that she's, kind of nice to J-Pro, but then on the other hand, I kind of want her just to, slap him right in the face.
You went the full Grandma Cross experience if you're getting anything.
Yes, minus her chugging a beer. Yeah, pretty much. Unless we can make that happen.
Wouldn't complain.
That'd be fucking... Crazy thing is, too, she's been coming around, almost... she doesn't come around, every show, but I remember, I think, my second AIW show she was there, and, M-Dog's mom was there, too. And being the 20th anniversary, I do think it's guaranteed. It's going to be fun, just with her there, and oh my god.
Yeah.
She needs to be put on the flyers.
Sell some tickets.
I mean, yeah.
Gauntlet for the Gold, featuring Grandma Cross.
All right, another match we have been going from, especially with these two, how about the AIW Intense title match? Matt Justice, whatever you want to call him, sometimes I still call him Matthew or Matt, versus Joshua Bishop. Fucking A.
Oh boy.
Have we seen this match before or no?
No.
Okay. So, two of the best wrestlers in AIW, just of the impact they've made. I mean, these two are up there. Obviously Lawler's up there now being the absolute champion, but the progression, and we still have little baby Joshua Bishop on this flyer, this match graphic, and then Matthew Justice, the destruction he's been doing. This is gonna be good. This is almost as crazy as the next match we're gonna talk about, but we'll wait for that one. Fuck. Easily, we're not even all the way 4 months into this year. I'm willing to bet Joshua Bishop versus Dominic Garrini is going to be a contender for match of the year, if not outright by everybody. And now,
where's Matthew Justice?
No. What
are we referring to both there?
Was talking Bishop versus Dom was match all
right.
What we've seen so far, match of the year candidate. Might win it. Who knows? But now having this match to follow it with the craziness of Matthew Justice.
Yeah, I'm worried.
Fuck. Joshua Bishop could walk out Intense champion. I don't see why not. Not Pick's part, but this is going to be a good match. What do you think about it, Pam?
Man, so I love Matt. I love Josh. It's very, very, very difficult to pick them apart. But these two are going to destroy fucking everything in their path. And don't sit by me. That's all I'm saying. Just stays a fucking magnet. Just don't sit by us. This is going to be insane. Josh tried lighting Dom on fire, for fuck's sake, in Jersey. Matt is just an insane son of a bitch. Oh my god, it's just, there are no words for this match. All I can say is I'm excited, and I hope Kenny Wang is there in some capacity so he can be screaming for Josh, because that is a match component that we need.
Now, is he going to root for Josh, or is he going to root for Justice?
Oh,
he's going to be split.
Damn. Yeah, that's true.
This will be the one time he's just dead silent.
The only way to make this match worse for him if he was there would be adding Tim Donst.
Right.
He'd just be sitting there yelling at himself the whole match.
But yeah, Bishop is such a fucking beast now. These two are just gonna go insane, and oh my god, this church might not have us back. Who knows?
I had to laugh because you called Joshua Bishop a beast right after talking about Kenny Wang, who...
Well, that's why I said
Yeah.
it, because I'm in Kenny mode now. Like, fucking beast, fucking Bishop.
God.
Sorry, I had to go Kenny there for a minute.
How you feeling about this match, Kayden? Sad because you can't make weapons? That's next month. Or are you making weapons?
I was gonna say, that sounds like he's making weapons, bruh.
Never know.
I mean, that or your
Just because it's not the rap show doesn't mean I can't make things.
oh, because it's April. You're in that tune of like, I've got to make weapons.
Correct. And these two are insane, so...
I've said it once and I'll say it again. Just the transformation of Joshua Bishop from day one to now is just night and day. I think he posted a side-by-side picture of, when he first started to now. And I was like, it still feels like two different people. And
little childhood death.
It's even like watching two different people.
yeah, fucking love this match. Oh, this is going to have to be later in the show. This almost has to be maybe the match before the Gauntlet.
Yeah, it kinda has to be.
Actually, I can't even say that. We're not going into picks yet, but a lot of these matches have something behind them, whether it be the craziness of having MJF and Shane Douglas in the ring together, and what will happen with those two in the ring together, to, M-Dog and J-Pro, like we just talked about, the match we're going to talk about next. We have also the tag team match, the DJZ's farewell AIW match. There's a lot that could go right before Gauntlet, but I think if I were to pick one, this could be it. Or fuck it, let's start the show with this. Let's just start with fucking Anarchy.
Start off hot.
Jesus. Any other thoughts on this match?
Yeah, someone will probably die.
Well, we're not getting into picks yet, because if you say who's going to die, then we know who's going to win. So, speaking of death, which would be by murder and
Good
death
little segue there.
and kill, Eddie fucking Kingston versus Nick fucking Gage. Holy fucking shit, motherfucker. Wow.
There was a lot of fuck in that.
Oh, like when I seen this graphic, I was like, no. Wait, why haven't we had this match sooner? This is going to be fucking amazing.
This did happen, not in AIW, but it has happened once before. And I've wanted this in AIW since I've seen this match for a different company.
What company?
I have now a company that shall not be named. It's not a good company.
Wait a minute. Cage and Kingston weren't in Prime Wrestling.
Oof. We can acknowledge them.
Yeah, we can acknowledge them. They've been dead for 5 years. Almost 5 years. Wow. That's nuts.
Yikes.
Or no, 4 or 5 years. It was 2000. How many years are starting to blend together? Yeah, it was 2013. Wow. Anyway,
Ugh.
back when Kayden was 14.
Back when I didn't make weapons.
Oh, yeah. I miss innocent little Kayden with his Johnny
Hey,
Gargano
before
shirt.
there was stuff anymore.
With his Johnny Gargano shirt on, his Johnny Gargano sign, and John Cena headband.
Don't remember the headband thing ever.
Or you had a headband or a hat. We've talked about this. You had something Cena on. I don't
Probably
remember.
once. It says like this was every single show.
That's what I remember. That's baby Kayden.
Now I bring light tubes to shows.
If you bring light tubes to a show, the wrestlers are relieved because you didn't bring your weapons of mass destruction.
There's stuff in the works for the rap show. I apologize to Eric Ryan, but he's probably happy.
But Eddie Kingston and Nick fucking Gage. Kayden, let us know what you think.
Yes. Just yes.
So much yes.
Considering I'm going to Bethesda as of this recording tomorrow and getting back the day before this show,
Wow.
I will be in need of this match.
Wow.
I told him I could not stay till Friday, specifically because of Gauntlet.
Listen, I know
I'm
that.
Kayden, and I need to be back for wrestling. So
Not
could
the
you
first time
keep
I've done
my
that.
medical treatments up. Like, this is bullshit.
Not the first time I've done it.
I know this medical shit is important, but there's a wrestling show that's like calling my name, so I have to be back. This is life or death in a different way. I have to go.
I see Nick Gage versus Eddie Kingston.
They're like, the last time you went to a wrestling show from from the hospital the company shut down.
Wah, wah, wah.
Was that the company we're not allowed to talk about?
No, we can acknowledge them too.
Okay. So many companies.
The other company is black and yellow.
Oh, the Pittsburgh Steelers. NXT. They had to mention NXT.
Oh my.
Eddie Kingston and Nick Gage, main event of NXT. I just want you to picture
Run
that.
at full sale.
Nick freaking Gage.
Oh my lord.
For the kids.
What would MDK be if they had the WWE it up? You know what I mean? Maim. What's another D word for death? Deceased.
I don't know. It would just be the Nick Gage experience.
Oh, Christ. Worst. Oh, I should have put a poll or made a tweet about it or something. I called that shit last week that they would end up changing the name of the Viking experience.
No, they're the Viking Raiders.
Yeah, I called that shit. I was like, I guarantee you by next Raw, it's gonna be a different name.
I haven't.
What will it be next week?
I haven't checked the NFL schedule, but I'm looking forward to Vikings and Raiders.
I hope it happens.
I mean, eventually, every team faces every team at some point.
That's true.
Football's dumb.
Hey,
It is not dumb. You shut your face hole, child.
Stupid. It's fake.
I do have a weird pet peeve when wrestling fans, and there's one in particular who would always be really bad at this. Every time something big sports thing would happen, oh, football's fake. Oh, baseball's fake. Oh, basketball's fake. Literally every time.
Are we naming names?
Yeah, so
Ha! Of course that's who it is.
people won't know that I stopped the recording for a second and told everybody who it was, just because I want to say it. Anyway, enough going off on little tangents. Eddie Kingston, Nick Gage. Any more we need to say about that? Do you have anything on it, Pam?
So, Eddie is by far one of my all-time favorite wrestlers at AIW.
As he should be.
Yeah, oh, I know. But, I don't know what it is, but, I fucking love Eddie, and if this is his last year, it's gonna make me real sad, but, to get to see him wrestle Nick fucking Gage, also love Nick fucking Gage. Jesus. John loves fucking booking matches of, my favorite people, and it's so hard to, get ground on shit, but, they both have a style, and Nick might kill Eddie might kill Nick. I don't know what's gonna happen, but it's gonna be good. Mm-hmm.
My hope is that they come together at the end of the match and make a pact to find Tim Donst and murder him, because there's been two feuds that there's been two feuds that Donst has had that have been fucking nuts. And it's been against Eddie Kingston, and it's been against Nick fucking Gage.
And the Eddie one still just kind of is there.
Yeah. The one thing that
would be fantastic.
The one thing that I really love about not Nick Gage, but Eddie Kingston, and I feel like we don't see it as much anymore. Kayden, you'll appreciate this. Do you remember when there would be a certain periods of time that Kingston wouldn't be booked? So he would have a reason to quit the company, and then he'd eventually come back.
That's happened quite a few times.
Cuts a little promo that you think's a shoot, just tearing apart shit. And he's like, I quit. Fuck this shit. And then,
how bad Cleveland is, how bad AIW is.
Talk shit about Gargano once, I remember. And yeah, then, 6, 9 months later, maybe even a year, boom, pops back up, and it's Eddie fucking Kingston again.
It sounds real simple, but it's quite entertaining.
Oh, I loved it. Not that Eddie was leaving, but he'd always just cut these fucking promos, just berating whatever, and then eventually, boom, here's Eddie Kingston, he's back.
It could be something just as simple as saying Cleveland is not good, but the way he did it was fantastic.
God, I love it.
All right, so let's go to a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back with the rest of the card.
What's up, everybody? This is Alex Worldwide Keller coming to you live here for Thrift Store. Wait, it's not Thrift Store Driver? Wait a minute. Wrestling who? Wrestling Cheers, where everybody knows your name. I know my name. It's Alex Worldwide Keller, and you're listening to Wrestling Cheers. And I want to tell you all about Wrestling Cheers t-shirts at whatamaneuver.net. It's a heck of a shirt because where everybody knows your name, and wrestling is a game, and the game is pain. And pain is what we feel, and what we feel, it's real. Whatamaneuver.net, Wrestling Cheers. Do it up for your boy, Alex Worldwide Killer.
Are you tired of the same old pro wrestling? Then check out the amazing action on Powerslam.tv, the biggest indie pro wrestling channel in the world. Get over 4,000 hours of the best pro wrestling events from over 110 of the biggest names in the industry from over 15 countries around the globe. Get your free trial today at Powerslam.tv.
All right, let's get into the rest of the matches on this card. And let's start with, I mentioned this earlier, MJF versus Shane Douglas with Francine. If I'm going to pick somebody here, it's got to be MJF, but this match is going to be fucking awesome too. I love MJF. Pam, are you going to bring your scarf?
Oh, I think it's actually in my car, so I will make sure I dig it out, and I definitely will bring it inside, because, yeah, if I had to make a pick here, too, it'd be for the MJF, and I'm going to vote for him. But I'm actually kind of excited to see Shane Douglas in a way, too. I've never, really watched him when I was younger or anything like that, when he was on TV and everything, but, he's actually from my area. He's from New Brighton, and I'm from Beaver Falls, and I was, there have been, articles about him and stuff like that, so I'd always read about him, but, to actually get to see him in person and stuff like that is going to be pretty cool.
How about you, Kayden?
Cool to see Shane Douglas back in AIW after 3 years.
No, I think it's 2. You could be right, though. Could be 3. The years are blurring together.
It has to be at least 3, because I've been going for almost 2 solid.
It was a summer bar show that he was
I don't
at.
remember ever seeing him.
It was Klopek, yeah?
Sure.
I think. I'm 99% sure.
Who do you replace?
Either Guido or Myers.
Myers. It was Myers.
Because both of them had to pull off the show.
Yep, you're right. But I remember it was Myers because I remember as soon as you said that, the link made sense, because I think that was supposed to be his last AIW booking, and then, hey, he's gone.
Didn't happen. Ooh. Yeah, good to see him back.
Hell yeah.
And
with Francine.
Against all MJF. And yeah, it's a legitimate ECW kind of vibe this time, which is super cool.
Will you be doing this meet and greet, or is that a dumb question?
Surprisingly this time, I will not be.
Wow. You're normally good for almost every single one, or is it you're still kind of tapped out a little bit from...
It's a little bit of that, primarily.
And then you just went down to Remix on top of it.
Yeah. Kind of hurting for money. But Shane Douglas is a super cool meet and greet. Take advantage of it.
We got lucky because at the show that he came to, he was doing free pictures with anybody. He's like, I don't know whether he didn't have anything to sell or whatever. And he was like, free pictures. And I was like, all right, I got to do it then. Next up, we have the farewell DJZ match. Was the last AIW match. DJZ versus Flip Kendrick versus Deranged versus Gringo Loco. I think I'm going to go Gringo. How about you, Kayden?
Oh, boy. I'm actually going to go with Flip on this one.
Wow.
But let me tell you, this match. Oh, boy.
We were talking about...
I am excited.
We were talking a little before we were recording that it kind of, not say it sucks, but imagine if you had Facade in this match and Lewis Linden in this match, especially with the history of DJZ and Flip Kendrick.
Yeah, there's a lot of ways they could have gone with this, but this match itself is fine, and I'm hyped for it. It's gonna get real dumb. It's gonna be a bunch of flips. Be prepared to probably have a wrestler end up in your lap. Maybe 2. Who knows?
How about you, Pam?
I'm gonna go with DJZ, but I kinda just want to throw this out there. I tweeted about this the other day. I, just for one last time for being DJZ's last show, would love if Traxler played Gringo's old music when he comes out. Because I'm a mark and I want to hear it one last time.
The funny thing is, I want to hear DJZ's or Shima Zion's AIW thing.
Yes.
Like, if we hear that, I'll go nuts. Because that one was probably one of my first favorites. I forget the dude's name. I have to look it up. But it's basically Gold Dust theme with a dude rapping over it.
Oh, okay. I was saying, I don't think I know.
He hasn't used it in
Quite a while.
Yeah. Basically, once he became DJZ, he kind of stopped using it. He might have had one or two shows that he did it, but definitely when he went into full DJ mode, yeah, that was gone.
Yeah, that theme died real fast.
You think we'll get that one weird horn during the match?
Yep.
Yeah, you have to. You fucking have to. I know this is because I know I'm not going to do the one meet and greet for Douglas and Francine. I'm probably going to do one more picture with DJZ though, because I think the one I have with him is like Turner's Hall's days, and that's forever ago. Let's move on to the tag team title match: To Infinity and Beyond versus La Familia de Tijuana. I'm scared that La Familia de Tijuana could win, but I'm just going to go with the safe bet, because LOL, To Infinity and Beyond wins.
Did you literally took what I was going to say? I was just about to say, LOL, To Infinity and Beyond wins. But yeah, that's definitely my pick as well. Yeah, that's a scary thought that they could win, but it's not right.
So Kayden,
it's just not happening.
So Kayden, you're going to be picking your favorite tag team, right? To Infinity and Beyond?
Enough of this. It's 2014. It's enough. It's time to stop. To deal with this in 2014. Enough!
They had the titles longer than that, though. Or are you saying we've been dealing with it since 2014?
They've been teaming since 2014.
Wow.
It's time to stop.
See, I've always said it. I want to see Cloudy and Jimmy Olsen.
Yes.
Have them team for a show against them.
I want to yell at Cloudy some more. Bring him back.
Is that your favorite one to yell at?
He's just fun to yell at. I don't know why.
You have your handful of ones that you would yell at a lot. Like he's one of them. Was Brett Banks the other one? Or no?
He was. Then Cloudy happened. Because I was like one of 6 people that recognized who he was when he debuted. So it went from there for his 4 shows.
Next up, we have the 20th anniversary Josh Prohibition versus M-Dog Matt Cross. I'm going to go J-Pro. How about you, Kayden?
I'm going to go with Cross on this one.
I mean, there really isn't a right or wrong answer. I mean, well, someone's going to win, but it could go either way. How about you, Pam?
I'm going M-Dog.
I'll go.
Good to see Prohibition back in AIW for the first time since Absol.
Probably.
Is that when you wrestled Josh?
Yes. They wrestled a bunch last year, so I believe that was the show.
Speaking of Josh, intense title match, Matthew Justice versus Joshua Bishop. I'm calling it. New intense champion, Joshua Bishop. How about you, Kayden?
I second this one. I think Bishop's winning the belt.
How about you, Pam?
Oh, boy. I think Josh wins the match, but Matt retains. Some fuckery will happen.
I mean, that's plausible. And a definite loophole, which still means, well, I did say new champion, but...
Cause, yeah, that's what I'm going with. Matt will stay champion, but Josh will win the match.
Unless Bishop wins and you see Justice pop up in another match later tonight, or for the show, and win that. That's what Kayden wants to see.
It's my theory.
All right, next matchup. We already talked about it. Eddie Kingston versus Nick fucking Gage. Here's the thing, too. Like, these two, I feel like they lose an awful lot.
But no one really notices that.
Yeah. That's the point behind it. I'm going to go Gage. It's a tough one. But I'm going to go Gage. How about you, Pam?
Oh. I'm going to go Eddie. I love Gage. Don't hate me, Nick. MDK. But I'm gonna go with Eddie on this one.
How about you, Kayden?
I gotta go with Gage.
All right. And then, last match, we have the Gauntlet. And we'll start with one of two picks. Well, one's not necessarily a pick, but who do you guys got winning this? I'm going to go Dominic Garrini. How about you, Kayden?
I'm sticking with my theory from a couple months ago. Justice loses the Intense title, and as I said, wins Gauntlet.
How about you, Pam?
I was leaning, it was a 50-50 between Dom and Bishop, so if I had to pick just the one, probably go Josh.
All right. The next one, this is not necessarily a pick. Do you think there'll be any surprises? And if so, who? Because Gauntlet can bring some good surprises, whether it be... What's that?
As it brings people out of the woodwork.
That was when we seen like Facade return, which was a big one. Sometimes you get some throwbacks, whether you understand who they are or not.
Wasn't that when Gary J returned?
That was the rap show, Esther.
Yeah.
Oh, was that the rap show? Okay, I thought it was Gauntlet.
Hey man, Gary J is real cool.
Okay.
That was the first time I'd ever seen him wrestle. Who knows? He might even show up.
Wouldn't mind that.
Is Marion Fontaine considered a surprise? Because, I mean, he's been in 13 straight Gauntlet for the Golds.
I think for those that don't know the history behind it, yes.
And
For people that do know the history, no.
Will we be ready?
Never.
Never!
For Razor
Never ready.
Sharp.
Nobody's ever ready for Razor Sharp.
Will the Triple H of AIW NXT get called up for his Royal Rumble moment?
All I know is if I hear that music, I'm marking the fuck out.
Chairs might get thrown.
It's gonna be something.
Any other surprises you guys could necessarily think of, but like, who would you like to see?
I never try to really think of any. I just go into it and get surprised by whoever shows up.
Yeah, with everything being so crazy now, people running like on Fridays and shit, you never know who you're gonna end up with anymore, so I'm here for it. Surprise me.
It's more fun just going into it, not really having any expectations for surprises, and whoever ends up showing up, shows up.
I do have one surprise I would love to see, and it's something we haven't got to talk about on this show. Number 30, I would love to hear the remix to Kanye West's Monster, and out comes Josh Alexander.
Good that you remembered that.
Oh, after I heard his theme and I looked it up, like, that's my favorite version of that song. I love it.
Glad he's finally able to be back in the States again after how many years?
Yeah, I was gonna say. I just saw that.
I saw it after he posted it, and it was just like, oh my god, it's happening. And then I thought, hey, Impact, can you do me a favor and hire Silesia Sparks? You know?
Yeah, we're almost good.
How many? You know how many more years? 2 more?
No, it's this September.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
I'm like 99% sure it's this September.
Okay, so Impact Wrestling, hire Silesia Sparks.
Ain't that much longer. Wait.
No, get her a working visa or whatever they need. Impact Wrestling, you do that. I love you. I love you long time. Go Impact. Go Impact. Everybody sucks. Impact number 1. Impact is the best. Impact number 1.
Oh my god. Stop. Terrible.
I will become a devout follower of Impact Wrestling, and I'll start building rings just for them. Yeah, I guess that pretty much wraps everything up. Any final thoughts or last minute plugs before we go, Kayden?
Just like the usual, social media at KVR216. Officially, that is everything. No longer just some things. At KVR216 on everything now.
How about you, Pam?
But yeah.
Oh, anything else?
I'll just say, yeah, boring person.
How about you, Pam?
So I'm pretty sure both my Instagram and Twitter are both Pamela Nicole. Pamela is a double A at the end, _ NICOLEE. Follow me if you want to see sad girl memes, cat shit, and wrestling. It's pretty much all I post.
I think you need to get a sad conf shirt.
I think so.
That's no longer their team name.
Oh, it's not?
Oh, I better
Nope.
get one now before it's vintage and prices go up.
What's the
Thrift
new
store
team?
jobber tries to rob me on it.
Oh,
Just kidding. I love you, thrift store.
Let's say, Kayden, what's the new name? Did I miss something?
yeah, they have changed their team name to... hold on.
I kind of like sad conf.
It was good. I have to look at Koo's Twitter real quick. Hold on. Violence is Forever is their new tag name.
Yeah, that works too.
Also very acceptable.
Well,
Yeah,
also,
I dig it.
I mean, do you think if we bitch long enough, they'll change it back to sad comp?
No.
This isn't the WWE.
Well, half the time they didn't do it whenever people would bitch about a name. My moral of that story is I don't know if I've ever heard of a name change that anybody's liked. And that's not even just wrestling. That's outside of wrestling. Oh, we're going to change the name of the Quicken Loan Arena to the Rocket
Fieldhouse.
Yeah, Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. Everybody's like,
That's strange.
It's strange, but if we will start calling the Q the Rock, I'm for it.
Wait, they changed the name of the key?
Yeah, like a month ago or so, almost.
Yeah, right around there.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
It's like right after Mania weekend, I think.
Oh, damn. Yeah, I didn't even know.
You were dying for Mania weekend. It's all right.
Oh my god, so dead. Fucking drinks from White Eagle Hall about killed me.
The venue staff about killed me.
Oxygen
I
about
bet.
kills you.
Hey, I'm not that bad anymore. Better.
That was savage.
Well, Kayden knows I love him.
Put up
Brutal.
with me since 2011. Or 2012.
2012, yes.
Yeah, 2012.
Been a long time. You're like, we already talked about this, young Kayden. All right, you can find myself at HeavySet330 on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, much like you can find this show on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, Facebook.com/WrestlingCheers, Twitter.com/WrestlingCheers, and Instagram.com/WrestlingCheers. Email, if you so choose to desire, WrestlingCheers@gmail.com. We have the merch store over at whatamaneuver.net. Please rate, review, and subscribe wherever you listen to fine podcasts, whether it be Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, TuneIn, YouTube, Spotify, iHeartRadio, or Podbean. WrestlingCheers.podbean.com. Check out our friends on the Trending Topics Network, such as All Beer Inside, Eurovision Showcase, Old School at the Movies, and Wrestling with Altitude. Check out our other podcast friends, such as Pod Van Dam, The IndieCast, Center Stage, Sobros Network, Big Gold Belt Podcast, Spotlight Series, and I Got Your 5 Stars. And check out our other non-podcasting friends, such as Thrift Store Jobber, The Savage Dash, Set Tab Photo, Powerslam.tv. Use Wrestling Cheers, all one word, and get your first month free. Ringside Shots Photography, Sickening Pictures, Wrestle Void, Key on Sports, Stay Tough, Midwest Territory, Southern Underground Pro, and the official graphic designer of Wrestling Cheers, Moy Boy Designs. That will do it for Wrestling Cheers, where everybody knows your name, especially when you're a beast. Later.
Goodbye.
Making your way in the world today takes everything you got. Taking a break from all your worries sure would help a lot. Would you like to get away? Sometimes you wanna go where everybody knows your name, and they're always glad you came. You're the